Good evening, guys. Let me get Tab and Shannon invited in, get everything shared out, and we'll get started. Well, I invited Shannon. We'll have to get Tab in here too. If we see her, if we can get her.
Hey, I'm driving.
Why are you driving?
I'm on my road, but hold on. Because I went and ate Mexican with my best friend, and then I had to stop and, oh man, I forgot to get the chewing gum for my first graders tomorrow. I have to get
You
that
did it on a Monday?
I'm a little scattered. Oh, look what I had to stop and get.
Hold on, would you? Of course you did. I had to
Where's
get
Tab?
Nalani. I'm trying. I don't know why it never lets me see her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tab.
I just sent you a daily heart me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I don't know why it won't let me invite her. It doesn't even give me an option to key her name.
Do you want me to try to invite her again?
Yeah, it doesn't even
wait,
let
I
me.
don't have.
Not
I
while
don't have
you're
the
driving.
search bar. I'm on my road. You remember we live out in the country.
Okay. There are deer in the country.
Yeah, I know.
I live in the country. I've lived in the country. I don't currently live in the country. Let me not lie.
I'm driving
I wish
slowly.
I was still in the country.
Slowly.
Trying to get Tab. I don't know why it doesn't give me the search bar anymore.
Yeah, I know. When I click on the plus sign for the invite, when I tried to invite her, it doesn't give me a search bar too. Now I could just scroll down through, but that'd probably
I guess
be a
when
lot.
you stop, if you can do that. Who is? Hi, here for Jesus. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. You must have fast fingers. You randomly come. I do like when you're here, though.
It does not give me that many people to scroll down through, so I don't know.
Me either. So hopefully, maybe I can share the study with her. I'll pop her at the top for me to share the study too. So maybe then it'll let me invite her. I wonder if it's just because it's not showing her as online. Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. We're trying.
That's the biggest difficulty in the whole world is technical. Do you want me to show you where we live?
I don't know why I'm waving at the land. Just waving at the land. Yeah, I wish I was.
I'm sure there was some critter out there that saw you and appreciated the wave.
Oh, well, that's good. I like that. Oh, I got her. I think I got her.
Yay.
Maybe I got her. I invited her. I invited you, Tab. There she is. There you are.
Here I am.
I don't know it doesn't let me search for you. Am I crooked? I got this new dang thing. It's supposed to make me not crooked, and I feel like I'm crooked.
You don't look crooked.
Okay, thanks.
You look straight as an arrow.
Shannon just showed us her land. I said, I used to live in the country.
You can't see it
while she's driving. And I was like, can you not be driving, ma'am?
Let me get out here. Let me show you
guys. I live out in the country. I said, I've lived in the country. Tab lives in the country. That doesn't mean I want you driving.
We live on 23 acres, and then About
I
2
don't live
miles
on
from us, we
23.
have 51
Oh,
acres.
so we could like have a compound at your house. Just all have a compound.
can't see.
Just move into Shannon's and tiny houses.
That's awesome.
That works for
So
me.
pretty.
It's very pretty.
Oh,
Very,
trash
very
pile.
pretty.
Oh, old truck.
She
And
got
then
out
over-
the first
were
time
you
and I was
seeing it?
like
Yeah.
I was waving
And then
to
over the
somebody.
hill is our barn. Oh, carry on. Oh, wait, am I muted?
No, you're not muted, but I don't know how I'm carrying on.
I can't hear anybody.
Can you hear me, Tab?
Oh, I'm still on CarPlay, I think. Just go on without me. I'll get in the house in a minute. I'm going to cut this off.
You blaming me, and it's her. Blaming me, and it's her. How was your weekend?
It was good. We went to visit my dad and we went fishing. And so
I saw one of the fishing videos. I was like, uh-oh, get that fish.
I know. So that's fun.
Well, good. We're reading Revelations today, guys, but it's a good part of Revelation. I liked it anyway. And it was a good idea. I have a bad habit every time I do a Bible study of not looking ahead because I don't want to look ahead. So I didn't even realize at the end of the week that we had discussion questions, guys. Apologies. So Tab's like, maybe if we did the questions on the day that we do the study. And I was like, yeah, didn't know we had questions till today. And I flipped through it, but I wasn't like staring at it. So now we know going forward. That's good at least. So I wasn't feeling great. I was off Friday. Half a day Thursday. Just wasn't feeling good at all. Ears and throat and just felt like I was hit by a bus. But Saturday and Sunday I felt much better. So my boss is a slacker today. That's not nice. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. We are reading Revelation 21, 1 through 11. And I'm going to read it out of the ESV version today. And it reads, Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the dwelling place of God is with man. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And he who is seated on the throne said, Behold, I am making all things new. Also he said, Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. And he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give from the spring of the water of life without payment. The one who conquers will have this heritage, and I will be his God, and he will be my son. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for the murderers, the sexually immoral, the sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. Then came one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls full of the seven last plagues, and spoke to me, saying, Come, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great high mountain, and showed me the holy city Jerusalem coming down out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, its radiance like a most rare jewel, like a jasper, clear as crystal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Which is also why I say, so y'all know I do the morning devotionals. And we tend to get we've gotten them on here before where we get the trolls that come in just saying things, So I just mute them and pray for them. Because I feel like they need them, but they're just like, just saying all these things and how can you believe in him and he killed babies but saved animals, all the all the things that people say when they want to try and make you mad. And I'm just like, and I've said it before here, if you're right, me believing isn't going to hurt me. But if I'm right and I am, you not believing is going to send you into fire. So why not believe? It's so easy. It's here. There's historical proof. I didn't make it up. It's right here. And he's coming back. And I don't want you to be in a pit of fire. I mean, it's your choice, but I don't want you to be there. So I'm going to keep telling you.
But they don't believe that. The
That's
non-believers.
okay. We're going to keep letting them listen and maybe they'll hear it.
That's right.
That's all we can do. We can keep trying. And I read this like 4 times today because I just love the visuals. And I know that no movie, we've talked about, like, I loved watching The Passion of, shouldn't say I loved watching it because it was
Devastating.
sad and devastating. I love watching The Chosen, but no movie could accurately depict any. There's no way they could capture this.
Mm-mm.
Hi, Miss Changer. There's no way they could capture the 7 angels, and there's just, my brain does a whole bunch of, if I could draw, I could capture it. Wouldn't
Well,
just
I
be a
can't
bunch of
draw.
stick figures for me. I can't do it.
Me too.
But what y'all got on it? What y'all got? Y'all got any words? Any things?
I just got sat down, so no word. Just trying to catch my breath.
You tried to send Shannon a heart me. You can send it to her because I think she's going live after me. You'll be able to send her a heart me after.
Yeah. It's whoever the live host is.
Yeah.
And so Tab and I are just like tag-alongs. I mean, we're co-hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Co-hosts. But so this is the apocalyptic vision given to John while exiled in the island of Patmos when he's persecuted for his faith and testimony to Christ. And I just want to see it. I want to be here. But then I'm sad because I don't know. I want to be here. I want to be there. I don't know what I want. We've talked about that before.
Right.
So we're going to jump right in, and I'm on the wrong page. I skipped a page. 17. Here we go. So this is where Jesus gives John that first glimpse, right? Where he gives him what it's going to look like when the new covenant comes to fruition, when it's complete, right? When it's fulfilled with Jesus' second coming. So that's the full thing. Do y'all have anything that you want to discuss about the full thing, or do you want to go into the breakdown? Do you want to jump to the questions? What y'all got?
I got 4 more days to the weekend.
Y'all are a hot mess.
We're following you, Captain.
I was like, oh, Tab's talking in the chat. We're going to have chitty chat tonight. Okay. So it's new heaven and new earth because everything that we know now is going to die. None of that's going to exist. And we're just going to be held in God's arms with no pain,
No tears.
no sorrow, no tears, nothing. Miss Changer said, "You and me both. Everybody's just ready for the week. We just got out of the weekend.
I know, and it was too short.
The weekend just stopped."
But I am taking Thursday off because I feel sick on Thursday.
That's not. She's kidding.
Well, I'm not kidding
Ooh.
about taking Thursday off, but
No, you can take it off. Well, I was off half of Thursday and Friday, but I really wasn't feeling it.
yeah, I saw where you weren't. I'm glad you feel better now.
I do. I feel much better. We slept most of the day Friday. So, oh, and my husband bought a new car.
Ooh, what kind?
He got a Subaru. It's
Is it
bigger.
brand new or new to y'all?
It was built this month.
Celebrate that payment. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I said. But he does sourcing. He works for himself, and we had a Jeep, and it's just the back of this, the cargo area is much bigger for us, but it's still got the space so we can carry kids and grandkids and all the things. So it's good.
My payment is more than our mortgage payment was.
I wish I could have a car payment that was more than a mortgage.
You wish you could?
That would mean that my mortgage is very low.
Oh, not necessarily. You must have a high mortgage.
Ma'am, we live in Northern Virginia.
Oh, is the cost of living high up there? Oh, that's true because
It's a lot. Gas is over $3.
yeah, ours is too right now, I
And
think.
diesel's crazy, but it's like an apartment rents for almost $2,000, like a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, our
Crazy
son
now.
and his wife, they live, in Withville. They did live in Christiansburg. And their rental on their townhome, I don't really know, but it was $1,200 or more on the rent.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cheap. So yeah, that's why I said I wish, because then my car payment's obviously less than that. But so this ushers in Jesus's 1,000-year reign of heaven on earth, and this is a period known as the millennium. So what do y'all think? So I'm going to be quite honest. It's been a really long time since I've fully studied. Yours is 1700. It's been a long time since I have fully studied all of Revelation. So
I've never studied it. I've read it.
I should say read. I've never done I'm doing deep dives on, I'm about to start Matthew, and I'm going to do Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and then I'm going to Genesis and Exodus. But I've never done like a full deep dive on Revelation. So while we're talking about Revelation, what do you guys have on the millennium, the 1,000-year reign of heaven on earth?
To me, it's all confusing. What do you think, Tab? Have you studied Revelation?
A little bit, but the thing is, there are like different beliefs when it comes to the end times, and so it's probably a rabbit hole. I just like,
yeah,
it can like warp my brain with all the different end time theologies. But I love the idea of, it says New Jerusalem comes down. It's almost like heaven truly comes to earth, but we have new bodies. But it's just, to me, it goes back to the same story over and over. Heaven comes to earth. Jesus came to earth. And to me, it's just this beautiful cycle that keeps on repeating itself to redeem the story, to go back to the garden. And so to me, I probably don't want to discuss when I believe Jesus is coming and how that looks. But to me, it will be beautiful when it happens, a beautiful picture of the story that's been told since the beginning.
Well, I feel I guess I was talking about it because I don't remember everything that's in Revelation. Guys, we study the Bible here. We don't know everything. That's why we have it in front of us. Um, so it's kind of making me want to just kind of be like, okay, I'll come back to this and do a deep dive on Revelation. Cause I kind of want to do a deep dive because I don't know what that 1,000-year reign is going to look like, what that means for all of us. Cause I've read it, but I haven't studied it. And I get so much more out of it when I do the deep dives and I look at the sources and I talk to other people, just like we did during the Lent study and we're doing now. I learn more.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when it comes to Revelation, this book gives us all of the information that we need, but with Revelation, we don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's so symbolic.
Hi, Sonia. Thanks
Very.
for coming from Shannon. Um,
I'll be right back, guys.
okay.
Oh. Hey, Sonia. Yeah, and Miss Changer said she would love a study on Revelation. Want to catch it from Genesis. It's been a while for her.
Yeah, so I have a
know who
Genesis.
Sonia, I know in real life.
She said I made it, so
I know, but I was
she knew
looking
you
at
somehow.
I was looking at Mime or
Oh,
her username. That's her grandmother title. Hey, Sonia.
well, that's
Sonia,
cool.
we're
I'm
in
glad you made it.
Yeah.
So I want to do a deep dive on that. And I will be doing one on Genesis. I'm posting now my Acts study that I did with my notes and Bible journaling and stuff. And I'm going to repost John just because I did that in videos and people have asked me to repost it as pictures because I guess it's easier than screenshotting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But I'll do it. I'll repost it with just pictures. So this little part has made me want to go, maybe I should just jump ahead and do a deep dive on Revelation because there's a lot of it that I don't know about. Mm-hmm. I love Genesis too, so that's on my list. So I did, when I first got back into the Bible journaling, I started with John because I did the 40-40 challenge. So I started with John, then I did an Advent challenge, and then I did Acts. So I wanted to go back and do Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and then go and do the 40-40 Genesis and Exodus challenge. There's a beautiful study that, yes, I bought, because I bought the Genesis and Revelation studies from Daily Grace Co., because I do like their studies. And it came in a bundle pack, so I have those so that I can do those. Because there's no way we can do all of the studies that I want to do. We would be live 24 hours a day, which would be fun in theory.
It would, wouldn't it?
But I'm gonna need a lot more followers because I gotta pay bills too. But so this is all of that to say that was my tangent to say this is making me want to do a deep dive on Revelation so that I can get more knowledge about it because I don't know as much about Revelation as I do about some of the other books of the Bible.
Right.
Again, because I've read it, not fully studied it.
Yeah.
So in Revelation 21:1, that is the new heaven and the new earth. So Isaiah prophesied that 600 years before Jesus was born. Before that, he was like, hey, this is happening. And it's all still mind-blowing to me. Like, I know that Jesus was in the garden. He was there from the beginning, but it still amazes me how much everything just correlates and how the old covenant and the new covenant are all the same and they all point to each other. And it's just fully Isaiah telling us 600 years before Christ was even born, this is going to happen. And then we have Paul explaining that Jesus died for our sin and our salvation. We're new creation. God's creation will come at the new beginning. And I never paid attention that I remember. I may have, but that it said the sea is no more. And that's beautiful, Shauna. She said the old is the new concealed and the new is the old revealed. I
Oh,
love that.
I do too.
Hold on, I'm gonna somebody screenshot that and send it to me. I'm putting it in the Bible. I'm putting it in my journaling. That's beautiful. That's exactly what it is. So here it says that the sea was no more, and then in the notes in the study she put the sea represented chaos and God is a God of order. So in the new heaven and the new earth, chaos no longer exists. And I never thought of the sea representing chaos. I never looked at it that way. To me, I want to go to the sea. I could live at the sea. So when I read that, I was like, oh, because when I was reading it, I was like, well, why is the sea no more? Like when you read it, why does it say the sea is no more? I mean, he used the sea. The fish swallowed Jonah, bro. He needed it. It was travel. Marine Kingdom. So I never thought of it or read it that way. So I thought that was kind of beautiful. And she gives you all the things to cross-reference. Isaiah 65:17, 2 Peter 3:13, which was awaiting the new heaven and new earth. The 1 Corinthians 15:42 through 44 is when you're dead to sin. And then Isaiah 57:20 is the chaos of the sea. So obviously I hope, and I don't have a time limit on mine. I'm not saying it's going to be a year because it takes me longer. But I want to journal through this Bible and I want to start again because I feel like we're always learning. I am anyway. And I learn new things through studies and talking to people and deep dives and side tangents. And I mean, how many times during our studies have we said, I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. That blew my mind. And I mean, I was away for a long time, but you've said it and you've been in it pretty much steadily. I'm sure you've had moments, but it doesn't matter how many times you read it or hear it or see it. You see and hear new things every time. Yeah, Shauna. Tab does too. She said it in the last one. She was like, that blew my mind. I was like, it keeps, even though we've read it, we know it, we've studied it, we've seen it before, it still blows our mind. There's still things. Do you have anything on that, Tab?
Nope.
No, I'm good. So then we're going to pop through. We're going to go Revelation 21, 2 through 4. And that is where it is talking about the New Jerusalem. So it says here, while scholars do not know for sure if New Jerusalem is a literal city or a figurative community of believers, they recognize the meaning. So they believe it is God's dwelling place with his people. Jerusalem was the pilgrimage site, the place of worship. There's not anyone who doesn't know who Jerusalem is, whether you know Jesus or not. You've heard of Jerusalem. So that's the pilgrimage site. That's God's dwelling place. It will be a place of perfection and purity, no death, grief, or pain. And it will be the culmination of the old and the new covenants, ushering in the marriage of the Lamb with his bride rather than the unfaithful wife. It is a return to the perfection of the Garden of Eden, which is amazing. And that is our original purpose, to commune with God, to be in communion and covenant with God. That is what was supposed to be of the garden. The cross references for that is 2 Samuel 6, 1 through 15. And that is when David reigned in Jerusalem for 33 years. and he brought the Ark of the Covenant. And then there is 1 Kings 6:38, and that is when Solomon reigned and built the temple. She also references Hosea 2:19 through 20, which is the marriage of Israel and Yahweh. So there's lots of references. I suggest, so we loved Daily Grace Co.'s Lent study that we did. Still highly suggest that. I have almost all of that on the YT. But I love deep dive studies because I feel like there's a lot that are just kind of surface level where you're not really learning anything. You're just reading verses and go about it. So I do love those and suggest those. In Revelation 21:5 through 8, that is the Alpha and the Omega. That's when he talks about that. And he says, the one seated on the throne is God himself. He could be. He could be. Hi, Sand. The Clown Church. I mean, time is very fast, so we never know when he's coming. If I'm here, it'll be amazing. If I'm already there, it'll be amazing. Either way, it'll be amazing. So the one seated on the throne is God himself. God is the only one with the power and authority to do away with death and sin. Only God can do it, right? Through God is everything. God was, is, and will always be. He is the sovereign. Because of his sovereignty, his faithfulness and truth, every word of his is true. Everything he said he'd do, he did. Everything he's promised, he did. Every warning he gave for us to listen, or the punishments that would be given, he did. He's never lied. So I believe him. I'm trying to live fully and be with him fully. I'm a work in progress. But I just think that that's an amazing statement. He was, is, and always will be, that he is the sovereign. I don't know what happened to Shannon, but Tab, you got anything to say on that?
Well, I looked up, I wanted to know what Jerusalem meant, and it means the city of peace. And I love that. I think that's so beautiful. And it made me think of, I've already told you what shalom means, and I love it, because shalom, I'm going to say it again.
Yes, say it again.
People. So shalom, when you break it down in Paleo, and we break it down in Hebrew, they go by pictures. And so shalom, when you break it down in the pictures, it means to destroy the authority of established chaos through the strength of the mighty Messiah. And so I love that in the end, God will bring New Jerusalem, the new city of peace, where that chaos, the sea is gone, so the chaos is taken down through the Messiah. And so to me, that's like,
it's amazing.
It's so powerful. It's such a beautiful picture.
And this is why I love studies.
He called it a city of peace, where the chaos is gone.
Right. Yeah. Nothing missing, nothing broke, Shauna. Exactly. Yeah. And that's, like I said, that's why I love doing studies with other people. I learn a lot when I do studies by myself. I learned a lot going through John, studying and journaling and looking things up. But I learn more and I get different perspectives when you do it with people. And we're meant to fellowship. We're supposed to fellowship. I think that we talk
about the wholeness side of peace. Nothing missing, nothing broken. He brings wholeness. So I wanted to say that real quick.
Good. Yeah, I mean, we talked about previously that the disciples and the people then, they knew Jesus, they accepted Jesus, they were baptized, and they followed. Period. They didn't do it and then go back in their houses. Like, he said, follow me, and they were like, done. Cool. I'm out. And that's what we're supposed to do, and that's what we're trying to do. All is well. Yep. So, went through that. God has long promised the restoration of his holy city, the place where he will forever dwell with his people. He promised the redemption of his people who drink the living water, and those who choose to remain in their sins spend eternity separated from God, burning in a lake of fire and sulfur. Listen, that alone, I'd be like, let me just look into this a little bit more. Let me listen to this. I don't want to burn. I don't, and now that I think about it, when the sea is gone, I think burning and drowning just would be horrendous. I don't do none of that. Glad the sea's gone too. Thanks. Because I don't want to do any of that. So this also says to cross-reference Revelations 19:11 through 17, where it is, Jesus is called faithful and true as he rides the white horse of judgment, which is just, like, that's just an amazing visual picture. Does it talk about him? He rode the donkey, and there's nowhere. Is there anywhere else that it talks about him riding a horse? Hi, Missy. There isn't, is there?
I think just in Revelation, unless one of the prophets prophesied it beforehand.
Yeah, I need to do a deep dive on it. I should have done it before this, but I just think that it's beautiful. Just a picture of him on this white horse of judgment. John 19:30, where he says it is finished, and then he says here it is finished. Revelation 1:8, Jesus is the Alpha and Omega. John 4:14 talks about the living water. Hebrews 9:15 through 17 talks about our inheritance. This is what he has promised us. And he's never lied. So it's going to happen. Which I can't, it'll be amazing. And then we move on to Revelation 21:9 through 11, and it talks about the bride of the Lamb. And the New Jerusalem will be a community of believers, a church, and the church is the bride of Christ. We are the church. That is us. Oh, there she is. She ran away. She's back, guys.
The dog had my cat all stirred up, and then my husband was in there, and he went to the doctor today, so I had to.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I was like, I don't know where she went. She ran away. She booked it.
Y'all didn't hear my cat before I turned the mic off.
I didn't.
We thought that Jesus came in the New Jerusalem was coming
I was
out.
like, everybody was like, Jesus is coming. Was wondering. I was getting concerned because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, she was sitting up on my desk, and
Yes,
the chocolate lab came in here, and she said, "Meow," and I was like,
oh no.
yeah, they don't like each other.
Oh, that's no good. Well, I'm glad you got that taken care of and you got to talk to your husband. We are now talking about 21:9 through 11, where it's talking about the bride of the Lamb. And Shauna said she loves the foreshadowing of the bride of Christ in Genesis. I do too. I love how the Old Testament and the New Testament, how it's all just what you said. It's amazing. So
And I think so many people don't realize that, because I didn't realize it even after I had been reading the Bible for a while,
most people don't. A lot of people don't think about. There are still a lot of people who will fight and argue and say that nothing in the Old Testament matters if you believe in Jesus, because nothing matters until Jesus was there. I'm like, bro, he was there in Genesis. Where you at? He's been here from the beginning. Go back. He's been here. But people will. I saw videos about it today where people were like, but Jesus didn't say that. That was in the Old Testament. That is Jesus. God and Jesus are one. He's been there from the beginning. But I didn't realize if there are a lot of people. I think we talked to somebody who was in one of our lives. Maybe she was in your live. I don't remember, but who said she always tried to read the Bible starting at Genesis, and she never saw, it might have been a he, I apologize if you're in here, but never realized how much of it foreshadowed what was coming in the New Testament. And that's why when I talk to someone, I know a lot of people say to start in Genesis, but I've told a lot of people start in Matthew and then go back to Genesis, because then I think you can see more of how it's literally one story. It's not two separate stories. And I think that people think the Old Testament and the New Testament are two separate entities, and they're not.
Right.
They're the same. So I tend to tell people that I think it's, if you've never read the Bible, that's starting with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. If that's all you want to do that. Whoever sent the rose, thank you.
That was me.
Oh, thank you. I sent Shannon some glasses in her live the other day. It was quite funny. She got very excited.
I know. They just
They popped on her face. But it's such a visual for me, and I still can't explain it. It's like I can't explain to you what it feels like when you receive Jesus, that you're just going to know. But just the visual that he was there from the beginning, from the dawn of creation. It says from the dawn of creation, there was light without a sun because of God's glory. There was light without the sun because of God's glory.
Mhm.
One more time, there was light without the sun because of God's, like, that's just amazing.
How
And
bright he is.
I read it like 12 times. Where's the thing that I read? Let me find it. Where did I put it? Here it is. I have
In a
notes
tab.
everywhere. It says here, covenant represents or emphasizes relationship, not rule keeping. It's the sacrifices and promises that point forward to something greater being fulfilled. And it is forgiveness paired with heart transformation, not just pardon. Forgiveness paired with heart transformation. And I just want everybody's hearts to be transformed so that we can have all the souls, ... in heaven.
In heaven.
You're muted, Tab. Are you talking to us or somebody else? Okay. You were looking at me and I was like, does she think I can hear her? Because I can't. Exactly, Shauna. Exactly. It was not the sun. And I just, it's amazing. So this I have words, I promise. This cross references Exodus 34, 1-4, which is where God takes Moses to a mountaintop to show him the promised land. It was the sun. That's good. I was like, oh, who said that? It was Tab. S-O-N, yes, ma'am. And then Ezekiel 42, which God takes Ezekiel to a mountaintop to give him the vision of a great temple. And in Genesis 1:1-5, the creation of the first day and the separation of the light and darkness. And too many people thought that the separation of light and dark is the sun and the moon. And it's not. It's glory and sin. It's God and sin. It's just amazing. So then we go into the wrap it up, and it says a 2 to 3 sentence summary to explain what this page means. But to me, It's just the culmination when the old is being replaced by the new. That's what's happening here. The old is gone. That's dead. It is no more. Our sins are gone. They're dead. They are no more. He has forgiven them. He has covered them. And when he comes back, there is no more bad.
Sorry, I'm playing with a light. Oh, speaking of,
The light.
yeah, because I'm looking at how light y'all are, and I know my wall is dark.
Oh,
It's
no,
a
you're
dark
good. We
color.
see you fine.
Well, it's not that I want to be seen. I just, ooh, that's so bright. Ooh, I can't.
Yeah, don't blind yourself. So that's what that is. What y'all got? Or we can move into the questions.
We can move into the questions.
Okay. So the first question for day 5 is, what covenant language do you notice in God's declaration, they will be my people? Go ahead.
Ooh. Tab said, let there be light too.
Y'all want me to start with the answers to the questions?
Sure.
So I put that the covenant language and that they will be my people echoes the Old Testament from Leviticus, Jeremiah, where we belong to him. He is our God. We are his people, and he wants us with him. What y'all got?
Well, I mean, I also, and this may just seem very insignificant, but like, they will be my people. My is capitalized.
Yes.
Um,
I don't think it's insignificant. It's ownership.
so I would read it like this. Instead of saying, they will be my people, I would read it, they will be my people. His people.
Tab, what are you doing?
Making me dizzy.
Sorry. Gabriel. He's like, I want the goggles in the car for his bathtub. And I'm like, you're being rude right now. What if you were playing Xbox and I just got in your way? And he is like, I'm not in your way. I was like, you are with your words. When you're like, I want my goggles, and I'm in Revelation, you know? Like,
Would you?
so I had to go get the goggles. So I broke down.
I'm in Revelation right now.
I am in Revelation.
What do you have for the first question? That was awesome.
Okay. What page is that on?
It is page 20. Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you guys. How that my is kind of possessive, right, or whatever they call it, which makes me think we are his possession, and so
Yep.
that is covenant. Like, we belong to him. There's a belonging in that.
Agree, 100%. And I'm glad that y'all brought it up because I didn't bring it up. I just wrote it down. I have the M underlined, but I didn't say anything about it. So I'm glad y'all brought it up. And then question 2 is, how does the imagery of the bride connect back to earlier covenant passages? Thank you for being here.
Oh, here for G. Crickets.
Shannon.
Crickets.
Shannon or Tab, answer the question.
I didn't raise my hand. That's what students say. I didn't raise my hand.
Listen.
Well, we're talking about Old and New Covenant, and I think all throughout from the very beginning, you see covenantal talk even from like circumcision on up. Like there's covenant all throughout Scripture. So, yeah.
So for me, I said Israel, in the earlier covenant passages, Israel is referred to as God's bride, and that for then covenant, it was like covenant loyalty, a perfect union with God. And now we are redeemed in him and we have the perfect union with him. So for me, it was just like the people of Israel were referred to as his bride, and now we are, as a whole, as a collective, we are the bride of God, which I just think I think it's a beautiful, just a beautiful imagery because he is the protector. And people get mad, but that is supposed to be what the husband is. He is supposed to be the protector. And I think God is our protector. And he makes this our perfect union with him. And we are supposed to be that with him. We are redeemed in him because of what he gave us, that he didn't have to. He could have flooded the earth and started over anew. And he didn't.
And I sort of go off on a tangent with this question too, where it asks, how does the imagery of the bride connect back to earlier covenant passages? Because the passage that I'm thinking of, I don't guess it's necessarily an imagery of the bride, but I just think about Abraham leading Isaac. And I think we've talked about this, or I've talked about this with somebody, but Abraham leading Isaac to be sacrificed, and somebody had mentioned to me, because I had never thought of this before, that was a foreshadowing also of, because God instead provided a sacrifice at that time in place of Isaac.
I think
Did we talk about that?
I think we did in the Lent study.
Okay. And so that's the passage that it makes me think of, is the almost sacrifice of Isaac. And yet there was something to replace him, just like instead of us being sacrificed now, or instead of us having to sacrifice something, Jesus was sent to be sacrificed for us. So not necessarily the imagery of the bride, but just an earlier covenant passage.
I mean,
It still points to him.
Yeah.
Him being the groom and we being the bride, and it's all the way back and all the way forward.
Exactly.
And it makes me think of the Song of Songs, or the Song of Solomon too, because that's just this whole beautiful imagery of the bride and groom.
He is coming back, yes. I'm living in the new covenant because Jesus died for me. So question 3 is, how does this passage show the ultimate fulfillment of the new covenant promises?
Jesus.
Shannon.
Well, it just shows what the final culmination act of his promise, when he comes back to retrieve us and to live with us. It just shows that final covenant, because there's been little bitty covenants through the Old Testament, and then Jesus was the new covenant. But in the end, it's just
It's like the scroll is open, the will, the will is read, and the inheritance is given.
So the ultimate culmination of the covenant.
You got anything, Tab?
About their question?
Yeah.
My question is, how are you under a new covenant if you were never under the old?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about after Jesus died, was resurrected, and for those who put their faith in him, we are not subject to the law. We are subject to the Lord. And so we live in a different way. So in simplicity, when I was not saved, I was not following him. But once I did, that put me in the new covenant as a new creation.
It was
That's how
actually
I would
for
say.
everyone, not only the Israelites.
Well, yes, but we're grafted in.
Yeah.
Obviously the Israelites, the Hebrew people are Jesus's people. But as the Gentiles, we're grafted in, and that's the way he wanted it. He wanted us all.
He wanted us all. Yep. So, what does God dwelling with his people permanently reveal about his original design?
Because that's what he's wanted all along.
Yeah, that's what he wanted back in Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wanted back in Genesis. That is what the Garden of Eden was supposed to be about.
But now, so I know that I have been asked this question, and I've even thought in this way before.
Salvation is for everybody.
Do what?
What Jesus did is for everybody.
Yeah.
So sometimes I know that I or other people may wonder, well, if that's what God wanted all along, and he knew what was going to happen when he created Adam and Eve and put them in the garden, then why go through all this long drawn out, history or time? And the only thing that I can say to that, because I've had that, I've thought that way too. But the thing that I can say to that, or the only thing I can say to that, would be that he still wants it to be our choice. He always wants it to be our choice. It's our free will that he's given us. He never wants to make somebody, love him.
100%. And he's knocking at the door. We have to answer it. He's not going to force himself in. And I love that. I love that it's such an image that he's there, he's knocking, and all you have to do is answer the door.
Right.
All you have to do is acknowledge that he's there and ask him in, and he's there. I love that. I love that, Shannon, you answered in 2014.
Yep.
Shauna said they don't know who they are, but God does. Exactly. Amen.
Did y'all hear
Tabs didn't do her.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Oh, it said I've watched you now, not in this live, but a total for 500 minutes.
Hey, girl. I think I got like 200 with you the last time.
What?
I leveled up to fan club number 7. I don't know.
I love that when we're live together, we hear the sounds. Because I've leveled up with you when I've joined your lives and sent you stuff. But you don't hear it because I'm not live with you.
That's what I was wondering. Okay, so
I hear it and I'm like, why isn't she acknowledging me right now and all these cool sounds? Oh, sorry guys, we went off. That's what we do. So then the next one is, how does the future reality of God's dwelling place shape how you live today? And to be quite honest with you, that future reality is amazing. I wish to be there. That's not what's shaping me. Knowing what Jesus did for me, that he died for me, that he resurrected for me, that he loved me enough to do that is what's making me want to live and be his image bearer. I was a very bad example. If someone had looked at me who knew me in my beginning, they would have been like, there's no way that girl knows God. There's no way that I was showing him to anyone.
But I think that's the case for a lot of us. And sometimes I think that can be the best testimony anyway, when there's such a character change.
Well, and it is. It really is for me now. And it's so funny because, and I told this before, I'm out here, I'm doing this, I'm trying to get people just into heaven. My husband's just telling somebody at the thrift store that he's getting some clothes for kids, and then they show up at church. And I'm like, all you was talking about was bringing clothes for the kids. And he just came to church the next day. He's just like, and so our church, all of the people wear black shirts that say like Dream Team on them and the church name, so that they're easily recognizable. If anybody has questions, they can get them to the right. This gentleman, and I love it, but he bypassed all of those people and went to my husband, who is in this bright red shirt, to ask him questions. So
Well, he just
my
stuck out
husband's
like a
taking
sore
him
thumb.
around and getting them to the right people. Like, he's doing all the things. So now everybody's like, "Oh, Brandon, you should join us. You should be over here."
Maybe it's just simpler and easier.
He did
For-
sacrifice himself. He knew it was going to happen. He could have made it not happen.
Mhm.
He did it for us. So yes, he did sacrifice himself. He died. He died for us. Well, so that was my answer. What y'all got?
Oh, Barry's in here. He must be a friend of Trey.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. He said, wasn't he sentenced to death? After he said, did Jesus sacrifice himself, though? Wasn't
Yeah, I mean,
he?
he was sentenced to death, but he could have made that not be.
Right. He could have fought that. He could have just stood down to it and said
He
no.
could have just walked away, just like he did when they had him at the cliff and they were going to kill him there, and he just walked through them and they let him go. So yeah, he could have. He sacrificed for us. We hope that you see him and meet him with us. Now, what suffering, grief, or brokenness are you encouraged to entrust to God in light of this promised future?
All of it.
That's
All
a
of
perfect
it.
answer. All of it.
That's a perfect answer. And I would say for number 5,
Mm-hmm.
is
Sorry, I skipped it. Go.
That's okay. No, you didn't. I just want, I had something. It says, how does the future reality of God's dwelling place shape how you live today? And I love that we're talking about the Old and the New Testament. It's a foreshadowing, but the Holy Spirit is a foreshadowing of God, New Jerusalem coming down, because it says the Holy Spirit in us. That's a piece of heaven inside of us. And it's a down payment of sorts for what is to come. And so I was just thinking about that. Like, we have the Holy Spirit, which is a picture of that. And that brings me a lot of assurance and faith, knowing that with him, he's my comforter, he's my counselor, and he is with me through the suffering. Like, we're not alone in it here. Like, one day it will be no more, but in it, I don't have to be alone, because I have the helper, the comforter, the counselor. This beautiful foreshadowing of eternity, perfect and whole and in peace. All the chaos in me tore down and around me.
I've been in my life, even since 2014, where all I could hold on to during a situation was the fact that one day all of this is going to be worth it. One day, all of this suffering and all of this pain and loss and grief and brokenness, one day it's all going to be worth it. And that's why, like, my favorite song ever is by Rita Springer, Worth It All, because she says in that song, it's going to be worth it. And I've held on to that hope. I've held on to the hem of his garment tightly.
Too. You know what, Barry? I would like to believe that I would if I was free of sin.
We don't.
I was perfect, but I don't have to.
That's
because
the point.
Jesus did.
Yeah, we don't even have to think about that, because we couldn't. Yeah. I'm
not perfect, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
but
we don't even have to Think about that.
Right.
So we had the
Come
perfect
on,
answer.
Barry. Come on. I ask that the Holy Spirit would touch you right now, that he would just have, like, just come and get you, boy or girl, whatever you are.
Hi, Diana.
Come on, Jesus. Come get Barry.
Come get Barry.
Come get Barry.
Barry
I
and
just ask that you
Trey.
would
Bring him
manifest
home.
yourself in front of him, God, that you would meet him on the road when he's getting groceries, when he lays down, even in his dreams. I just ask that you would get him there, Lord, and he would know that you are the perfect sacrifice, that you love him, you chose him, you died for him. Thank you, Jesus. Woo!
Oh, Barry. Oh,
Diana.
Barry.
Oh, Barry.
Thanks for
Oh,
being
Barry.
here and listening. Do appreciate. So how do these passages together deepen your understanding of what it means to live under the new covenant? Oh, that sucks, Diana.
What'd she say? Oh no.
Oh,
We
my
see
God.
resurrection to that thing.
To that car.
What was that Christian movie in with the hippies about did you guys watch that?
I don't know what
it
you're
was
talking about.
so good. So there was I think it was called Jesus Revolution. And so I guess in the 70s or something, there was this major outpouring of the Spirit and all the hippies started getting saved. So they started coming into churches. They didn't know what to do with them. This
Oh, I
one
did
church,
see that.
they were like, just make a dirt floor because they're walking in barefoot. Like, we don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
But in one of the scenes, there's a car and it's not working. And so they all lay hands on it. They're like, they said Jesus can heal. So all the hippies put their hands on the car and it starts.
Amen.
So I'm like, let it be resurrected.
That's what we need for
Listen.
Diana. I'm sorry, Diana.
Yeah, at that mine is sitting in the driveway, broke down. My husband got himself a new one. But here's the thing, I don't drive. Like, I work from home.
Yeah.
We needed his. What aspects of God's character stand out most clearly across all 5 passages that we've done this week? So for me, it is the forgiveness, the his covenant promises, the future where there is no sadness, there is no sorrow, all of that.
Yeah, and mine would be like the biggest aspect that I feel like stands out is just he keeps his word. He's faithful. Even when we're not, he's faithful.
Mm-hmm. That's what I put too. He's faithful.
Faithful's good. And then lastly, in what ways is God inviting you to live differently? Not to earn covenant favor, but because you already have it.
So because we already have covenant favor, what ways is God inviting us to live differently?
I literally just put I put release, because I need to release things. I need to not hold on to things. And he is very clearly over me telling me to release. And I've done I've done a lot of that. Like, I feel that it's gone. I feel lighter and better. But I still have more. I'm not perfect. So it's the release of anger. It's the release of frustration, release of hurt. All of those things are what's, for me, what he is inviting me to live differently with. So that's what it is for me. And also, I'm constantly wearing shirts and hats when I am in public. So I am remembering to show him to people. And it truly helps me. So, what y'all got? Tab, do you want to go? Because I know you got to get off for Gabriel. We ran a little bit later.
Gabriel may be scuba diving in the bathtub.
He's scuba diving. And he's
Okay.
like, Mom, come watch me. Come watch this.
Okay. Well, which one do you want to answer 3 then?
You can go ahead.
I would just say, like, it kind of goes into number 2. Like, if I think he's faithful, then I need to trust him more. Like, I need more faith. Like, if I was just kind of laughing at myself because there's sometimes I just feel like I don't trust him all the way. Like, he doesn't have my best interest in mind. Like, I'm in trouble, or he's out to get me, or he just doesn't have good for me. But he's faithful all throughout time. And so he's faithful to me too. And so I think just walking with a greater measure of faith and trust.
Perfect. Shannon?
I mean, I feel like since I already have his covenant favor, I already have the forgiveness of Jesus, and I already have the faithfulness of God. Just to always try to be more like him. Just to strive for that all the time, and to try to share him in whatever way I can, whether that's directly or indirectly. Yeah, and just to always try to be an encourager and a comforter for other people that are going through things.
I love it. Well, I have loved the first week of this study. It's longer than a week for you guys. We're doing 1 a day, guys. It's a lot. It's a deep dive. It is a deeper dive than even the Lent study that we did. We are deep diving. And I love it because we're learning. And I really love to learn new things. And it's also making me want to deep dive Revelation right now. And I don't have time. I'm deep diving other books.
I'm
deep
telling you
dive.
that every time I open my Bible now, I want to deep dive into something.
And that's amazing. It's so much fun. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking. He's like, why do you have 4 books open? Sir, I'm researching, studying.
I need to start
I'll tell you in a
keeping a
minute.
list of the things that I want to deep dive or look up or research or study or read
I have
about.
a list. It's too many. And these are filled with them. And all of those are studies. And I have more on this table. So, it's fine. We'll get through them.
Y'all
I'll
need to
do
add
them.
Christy McLeland to your pile.
Who?
Send it to our group chat.
And for anybody watching, look up Christy. I think it's with a K. McLeland. She must be Irish or something, but she teaches through a Middle Eastern lens. And
Okay.
so you're actually learning from the Hebrew perspective, which is so much better than our Western culture.
American
you
life.
did too,
Yeah, it's
Diana.
so opposite. The way she teaches, you're like, the way we do Bible study, the way we understand scripture, it's so different than the Hebrew people.
Yeah, send it to our chat. Because I know that we have Shayla, the covenant woman, I think is what I have. And we've got so many, but I'm down with doing one of hers next. We can figure that out. I'm glad you got it printed too. So I have really enjoyed this. On Thursday, we'll be starting week 2. Glad you'll be here, Diana. And I'm glad the link I got you worked.
Oh, Diana said, I wish I could study all day, every day. Yes, I've already said that before. I wish I could do this for a living, which, I mean, not really, but I wish I could do this full time.
I do, because I love teaching and talking. And
you guys are teachers. I am not. I do not want to be in deep dives all day.
See, I love that. So I do
You're a
these.
prayer warrior.
And
Yeah, I want to be
definitely
preach.
a
I'll
prayer warrior.
preach.
She will preach and pray over you.
Yeah, I'll preach and pray
And
and
she
prophesy.
can-
But
She can lay hands on you too, let me tell you. But so I'll do the chosen studies and I read, and Jodeci cracked me up because while I was doing it one day, Saturday, she texted myself, my husband, and my sister. And she was like, the kindergarten teacher's reading if anybody's not on live watching. And I'm like, don't be mean. And she's like, it's not mean. I just feel like you're like comforting when you read.
I love it.
But I love it. It brings me joy. I guess it's good I'm working with kids.
It's probably
That's-
better to work with them because they're so much more spongy than us.
yeah.
Adults are a little harder, in their minds and in their hearts.
And
So,
it's so cool to see their responses. We did Jonah on Sunday, and we watched the Superbook of it, and they were just like, he tried to run from God. They were like, was he crazy? Did y'all see that fish during the thing? They're so much more excited.
Right.
Which I think makes me excited, even more excited when I'm studying, because I'm with them on Sunday.
Well, they're not opinionated yet either.
Yeah.
They
Well, what's funny is they kind of are, like, because I'm with 1st through 5th grade right now, and they really kind of are.
don't. 1st through 5th grade.
1st through 5th.
How in the world?
So we split up into small groups, but the big group when we're watching the show,
okay.
that we split up into small groups. But they it's so funny because they kind of do have, like, they'll talk with each other with their opinion. It's so cute.
But they're not.
And I
guess
feel
I
like
should have
I'm
phrased-
learning from them.
Right. I should have phrased that differently.
I know what you
They're
mean.
not as argumentative
Yeah,
yet.
argumentative. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want to thank y'all. I know Tab's got to go supervise scuba diving. Shannon, you want to pray us out tonight?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Dear Lord, thank you for this time together. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for this community and this fellowship. But most of all, thank you for the sacrifice of your son that just brings us into your fold and brings us into your arms and into your family. And we're so thankful for that. We're so thankful that we don't have to do it on our own. We don't have to figure it out on our own. And we are so very thankful and look forward to the day when all of this becomes the new heaven and earth, and we can live without the brokenness and without the tears and sorrow and shame and regret and broken hearts and grief and just all of that. We are so looking forward to the day where it's just perfect, because you're already perfect. And we just love you so much, and we're just thankful for the blessings that you give us, the ones we recognize, the ones we don't recognize. And please just help us to be a light for you and to build your kingdom every single day. We love you so much. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, I'm going live in 13 minutes. I took the night off last night.
I know you did. I was very proud of you. I was like, oh, she did it.
how did it feel?
It felt very nice because, like, when I do the lives, I love doing them, but it is a commitment because it's a time thing. Making a video and deciding when you want to post it, there's a lot of freedom in that. But going live, you're committed to being there at that time. And so it felt nice. It felt real nice.
I'm going
Of
to
course,
have
my
to.
husband, I go live at 8:30. My husband ended up going to bed. He probably went to bed at 9:15, 45 minutes later. But still, it was nice to finish watching the movie we were watching and then for him to go to bed and I just some me time.
Sometimes me time is needed. And it's nice to just not have to. Yeah, I think that you need to have a day at least.
Yeah.
That you don't.
And I'm gonna choose what day I want it to be. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't.
But you can always even just rotate them. People, you tell them and you just come back on. You're like, hey, I'm taking a day. Most of the time people are fine. I am going to get with you because I need to do a live one to do the Bibles. But I don't know how to put them all in the shopping cart thing. I don't know.
You want to do a live shoppable? Well, let me tell you
Yeah.
about that before you do it.
Okay.
When you
Not
open
right now
it-
because you got to go live.
Well, this won't take but just a second. When you open that showcase on your live, you better not mouth anything, spell anything out, say anything where TikTok thinks that you're redirecting people off of TikTok, off of the TikTok shop. I've gotten 2 violations.
Oh.
And I don't even remember what I said. I don't remember.
I just figured if I'm going to show everybody the Bibles, I might as well do it that way in case they see one they like.
Yeah. I want to continue to do it. I've sold something through the live, but I don't tell anybody you can go to, like, did you see my mouth?
Uh-huh.
I'll say, I don't even say it out loud, and I think that's what I got a violation for. I think TikTok can pick up on anything, or even if you spell it.
It's a mouth reading.
Yeah.
You're muted.
Can you say, like, message me?
That's probably what I should say, because I've even said you can go to the LINKMIBIO.
I
And
would say message me, because then you're creating that connection that
Right.
furthers your connection with them anyway.
right. Yeah. But now I'm scared when I
It
go
does,
live.
it-
Like,
message
now
me.
I'm scared.
I'm scared to open my showcase.
I don't know what a showcase is.
We don't need scared. It's the shoppable
It's
thing
the
in my.
TikTok shop. But if you
So,
get
like,
enough,
if you go to my page, there's a shopping cart on there now that you can click on the stuff that I've. It's things I own that
Yeah.
I recommend. I don't have anything in there that I don't own. Somehow
Well, if I'm
stuff
with
did
you
get
in
in there that I
person,
don't.
you can show me.
Okay,
I'm like,
I'll do that.
okay.
but if you get enough violations, and I don't know how many, I don't know, they will just shut your account down. And y'all, if they shut my TikTok account down, I wouldn't care about losing Instagram, Facebook. But if
you
they
better
shut,
create another one because you're locked into a Bible study. Don't get violations, ma'am.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, you can open another account called Miss Shannon from Alabama.
or Miss V from Alabama.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah,
right.
'cause you only got a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. Thank everybody for joining us. We do appreciate it. We'll see y'all Thursday.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.